Now on CoastTV News.
Breaking news, Robert Card, the man accused of killing 18 people in Maine, found dead. Where he was found and how police say he died.
Businesses and Sea Witch weekend, the pros and cons facing local businesses in downtown Rehoboth.
A Rehoboth restaurant closed by the health department, how a local reacted to the closing. Maryland State Police participating in a drug take-back day, when and where you can drop off unused or unwanted prescription drugs.
An absolutely gorgeous weekend on the way to the coast. I'll have your weekend forecast coming up in just a few moments.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Britt Leone. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We're starting tonight with some breaking news. Robert Card, the man accused of shooting 18 people in Lewiston, Maine, was found dead. Multiple sources say Robert Card died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. They say his body was found in the woods near Lisbon. That's about 8 miles from Lewiston, where the shootings happened, at a restaurant and bowling alley. A law enforcement source says the body was found in an area near the recycling center from which Card was recently fired. Officials have also identified the 18 victims who were killed. The victims, all different ages, from 76 to as young as 14 years old. Moving on, business owners say they wait for this year after year, but there have been some obstacles to overcome this week's Sea Witch Parade. CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us how businesses are preparing and some issues they're dealing with.
Preparing Halloween dog treats for the Sea Witch Festival, and for a busy weekend. According to the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce, they are expecting around 200,000 people to flock to the streets of Rehoboth. Natsko Ivanhov at Critter Beach on the Avenue says this is his busiest weekend all year.
It's past, I would say, 3-4 years, it's been probably the busiest weekend for the whole year, even busier than 4th of July.
But Ivanhov and other businesses say there have been some issues. According to Ivanhov, people have been leaving their cars in parking spots all week to save a spot for the parade this weekend. According to a city spokesperson, the city code states that a car cannot be left unattended in the same spot for more than 48 hours. However, they also said a complaint needs to be filed in order for police to enforce the rule. Chad Miller at Pet One says it has impacted his business.
It has hurt us. I don't know about other ones. I'm sure we're similar to other ones, but honestly, I saw cars parking as early as last Friday. So they've been here for a week, and by the time of the parade, it'll be 8 days.
Miller did say that though the left-behind cars are a headache, he too expects a very busy and successful Sea Witch weekend.
The Sea Witch Parade steps off tomorrow at 11 a.m., but there are festivities planned throughout the weekend. I'm Charles Reinert in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
Police are investigating a crash that killed 77-year-old Bruce Peterson of Millsboro. Police say it was here on Long Neck Road east of School Lane Road in Millsboro where the accident happened. Police say Peterson was walking along the shoulder when a Chrysler and Ford were driving on Long Neck Road nearing Peterson. Police say he wasn't wearing any reflective clothing or carrying a light. He walked into the lane in front of the Chrysler, who tried to slam the brakes but hit Peterson. The Chrysler was hit by the Ford that was driving behind it. New today, a couple of our coastal towns taking a closer look at how they want to handle marijuana. In South Bethany this morning, the town council considered an ordinance that would prohibit the sale of marijuana within town limits, but no action was taken. No public comment was held. Next steps in South Bethany will be a first reading in November and possibly a vote on a second reading in December. That's according to Mayor Tim Saxton. New in Fenwick Island, they are also heading towards a ban on the sale and production of marijuana in town limits. Today, town council held the first reading of an ordinance that would do just that. The council was unanimous in moving the ordinance forward. And at its recent city council meeting, Seaford had its first reading on banning the sale of recreational marijuana within city limits. Nothing was voted on just yet, but a public hearing was approved for Tuesday, November 28th at 7:05 p.m. So if you have any issues or concerns and you want your voice to be heard about the proposed recreational marijuana sale ban, you can go to that hearing. Seaford Mayor Genshaw says the council is expected to vote on that or decide on the proposal that night. A couple of developments got approved by Seaford City Council at the meeting. According to the city, J. Dolby's land on the most northern point in Seaford on Route 13 on the east side, it's expected to get converted into a 169 building lot. The city says it's a big project coming soon. The Delmarva Teen Challenge also had a piece of that property that they were rezoning to be able to sell and build homes. And we're sticking with Seaford here. Another item that got approved at the recent Seaford City Council meeting is increased police pay. Seaford's Chief of Police, Marshall Kraft, spoke to the city about changing its candidate referral program, changes to increase the pay to help attract more police officers into the city. This Monday will be the last time to ask any questions or voice any of your concerns you might have at the upcoming wind farm proposal meeting. The hearing is taking place virtually at 5 p.m. That's according to the Bureau of Ocean Management. It's trying to place 3 potential wind energy areas off the coast of Delaware and Maryland. Officials say the wind farms would be placed offshore in Ocean City, Delaware Bay, and Chesapeake Bay. The Bureau says if these wind farms are built, they could produce 4 to 8 gigawatts of renewable energy. Shrimpy's Bar and Grill on Route 1 in Rehoboth is temporarily closed. The restaurant was closed by Delaware Health and Social Services on Thursday, October 26th. One customer witnessed the moment employees showed up for work to find a sign posted on the door.
So they were all just sitting outside on their phones. I knew something was up because they were all just pacing back and forth. It looked like they were worried about something. I didn't go out and investigate, and I didn't know about them shutting down until this morning. I got here and I looked at the sign on the door.
Workers could be seen at the restaurant cleaning off kitchen equipment. The restaurant posted on their Facebook the other day that they will be closed for a few days. We're taking a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach now with our Boardwalk Plaza camera. It looks like a calm night. It's definitely warmer than usual for this time of year. Our first alert meteorologist, Alex Seymour, is joining us now with a look at the weather. Good evening, Alex. It's going to be hot tomorrow.
Yeah, certainly going to be hot for this time of year. We're going to be climbing back into the 80s tomorrow afternoon. It'll be the 3rd straight day in the 80s. Our average high this time of year about 65 to 66 degrees, so almost a good 15 degrees above that average high. Right now, we're actually seeing temps in Rehoboth Beach above that average high for this time of year. Still sitting at 67 degrees as we take a live look out on our Boardwalk Plaza hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach. 67. It is quite warm out there right now, and really we're pretty warm all across Delmarva. Still in the mid 60s, quite mild for this time of night, this time of year. Skies completely clear. They've cleared out from earlier today, and they're going to remain clear for the rest of the tonight and pretty much all day tomorrow. UV index forecast brought to you by Face of Grace for tomorrow. UV index of 4. It only takes about 45 minutes to get that sunburn. So if you do plan on spending the entire day outside, probably grab sunscreen. Otherwise, just grab those sunglasses. Our Sea Witch Parade, that is tomorrow in Rehoboth Beach, 11 a.m. in Rehoboth Beach, 76 degrees at parade start time. So it is going to be a very warm day tomorrow, but also just spectacular weather overall.
I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. Somerset County Health Department has announced its November COVID-19 testing schedule. The department says that starting November 1st, free testing will be offered each Wednesday of the month. Appointments are required, but rapid tests are always available for pickup at the Somerset County Health Department. On Saturday, October 28th, Maryland's state police are participating in this year's National Drug Take-Back Day. The state police says that people can drop off unused prescription drugs from 10 to 2 p.m. at all 23 Maryland state barracks. And that's just some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
Delaware launched 2 cybersecurity programs for high school and college students. The Cyber Start America and Cyber Fast Track programs offer students the ability to learn about cybersecurity and protect themselves from cyber criminals. The state says participants can tackle online challenges and cybersecurity related puzzles and explore areas like code breaking, programming, and digital forensics. The programs are free, require no prior IT or cybersecurity experience, and successful students can earn scholarships and advanced training opportunities. Happening now, there's a road closure in Millsboro and the Dagsboro area. DelDOT says the closure is on 9-foot road between Route 30 and Route 113. The closure is for the installation of 7 crossroad pipes. Crews will be working now through early December. DelDOT tells us that message boards will be in place and to follow posted detours. All homeowners and businesses will have access to their property at all times, though. The City of Rehoboth Beach's contractor will be repairing and filling cracks on a few streets on October 30th. This is a part of the annual Water and Street project that crews worked on Laurel Street back in September. The work is scheduled for 2 days for Hickman Street from State Road to Stockley, Munson Street from State Road to Scarborough, along Laurel Street, and Philadelphia Street from King Charles to the Boardwalk. Streets will be closed to through traffic while work is taking place. No parking signs will be posted in some spots. The city asks you to avoid these areas if possible. Homeowners will have access to local streets to be able to get to and from home. There's more news to cover tonight. More homes slated for Milton. The conditions handed down in the approval from Sussex County's Planning and Zoning Commission.
Well, very warm temps are expected throughout the weekend ahead. I'll have your Sea Witch Parade forecast coming up just after the break.
And major detours ahead. What's coming up in Lewis's 5 Points project and why? We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
So, why do people open up differently here?
You are too much, Tamron Hall.
Reveal things they've never told before.
Ooh, Tamron. I don't think I've ever said this out loud.
Do things they've never done before.
Let me take these teeth out.
So keep your light shining. Because it's how she makes you feel.
Happiness, joy.
It's how you make her feel. There's only one Tamron Hall.
Monday at 3 on CoastTV.
Wherever you're headed this fall, there's a Ford SUV ready to take you there. With advanced tech, spacious interiors, and impressive off-road capabilities, you'll discover why more people keep coming back to Ford SUVs than any other brand. Right now, get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $1,750 on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Ford dealer.
I'm ready for this ride.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
A big step coming up in the 5 Points project, and this all involves Plantation Road in Lewis, where a 6-month closure will start on November 6th. The long-awaited and dreaded closure by many from this connector to the second Lowe's entrance means the 5 Points project is moving right along. Detours to reach the other end of Plantation Road, Route 9 and Route 1 will take drivers on more local roadways. DelDOT says this closure will allow for the finishing touches to the roundabout.
So the challenge does now become you've got to connect the existing road system into this new roundabout. So that's where the challenge really arises for us.
DelDOT says this phase of the project is expected to last until Memorial Day, but the roundabout itself will be open for use by March of 2024. The town of Selbyville is an official toy drop site for the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots program. People who want to donate to a child in need can stop by Selbyville Town Hall from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. to place a new unwrapped toy in the drop box. The town says it's collecting donations through December 15th.
Well, it's a beautiful evening here along the coast. Temps already still quite warm here along the coast. Our dry tech camera at the Ember Center in Ocean City. We're seeing mainly clear skies out the door following some earlier clouds. They've since cleared out of the air. Then we're going to just continue with these mainly clear skies for the remainder of the overnight hours. Temps in Ocean City, right around 67 degrees. Average high this time of year, 65 to 66 degrees. So we're still actually above that at this hour. And we're not going to see those temps fall that much more, especially at the beaches. In locations, a few more degrees, but we're all going to stay in the 60s throughout the overnight hours. Currently 67 in Rehoboth Beach, it's 68 in Bethany Beach, it's 62 in Milton, 64 in Millsboro, 61 degrees in Ocean Pines this evening. Winds are rather light, 5 miles per hour or less. Really not a concern, not going to be a concern. And we can see on our satellite radar picture those earlier clouds, they've completely cleared out. Now we have clear skies, and that is how it's going to remain for the remainder of the overnight hours. Those clouds that we saw move through the area earlier this evening going to continue to move off to the southeast. So mainly clear skies tonight, mainly clear skies tomorrow. Take a look at this. Our in-house futurecast showing by 7 a.m. when we're waking up, we're looking at sunny skies. Temps, they're going to be in the 60s still. And then by late morning, 11 a.m. Saturday morning, we're going to be in the mid-70s across much of the region already. 75 degrees in Rehoboth Beach, 75 to 76 degrees in Rehoboth Beach, which is pretty important. 11 a.m. on Saturday, well, that's when the Sea Witch Parade is starting in Rehoboth Beach. So we're going to be looking at some pretty gorgeous conditions. If you are heading out to the Sea Witch Parade, Sea Witch Festival tomorrow, probably a good idea not to wear any thicker Halloween costumes. It's going to be pretty warm tomorrow. We're going to be climbing into the low 80s by the afternoon hours, upper 70s to low 80s, even in Rehoboth Beach, especially in those inland locations. So it's going to be another very warm day. Not typical for the last Saturday of October that we see temps that warm. We're going to stay warm throughout the afternoon, throughout the evening hours. This is 8 p.m. The sun is already set, and we're still going to be near 70 degrees all across Delmarva. So gorgeous conditions all day long tomorrow, no matter what time you're outside. It's going to be gorgeous. You want to be outside tomorrow. You want to be outside Sunday. Sunday, yes, we could see a few extra clouds, but still, we're going to be climbing back into the 70s. And then again on Monday by 11 a.m., mid-70s. We're going to be heading to 80 degrees again on Monday. So we have several more days of this warmer weather to go through. Corn maze forecast for tomorrow. If you want to head out to any of those fall festivities across Delmarva, 82 Saturday, 78 on Sunday. Gorgeous each day. And we can see, we're also going to see plenty of sunshine each day. Our UV index forecast brought to you by Face of Grace. UV index of 4 Saturday and Sunday, 3 Monday, goes down to 1 on Tuesday and Wednesday. The reason for that, well, is because we've got some wet weather on the way for Halloween. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast showing rain Tuesday and Wednesday. We dry out Thursday, but stay cool in the 50s each of those days.
Thank you, Alex. The holiday season is right around the corner, and that means the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations from businesses and people just like you, we do our best to make sure every child has a present to open on Christmas morning. And we do that by supporting nonprofits that handpick families in need. Applications are due October 31st. Still ahead on Coast TV News at 11, more homes slated for Milton, the conditions handed down in the approval from Sussex County's Planning and Zoning Commission.
Halloween events coming to town. Coming up, I'll show you where to find the best scares and sweets and where you can see the Coast TV team this weekend.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun.
Restless nights will leave you tired all day, but a new mattress will revitalize your health. And Johnny Janosic is your one-stop mattress superstore. We have 19 mattresses under $1399.95. Shop Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
All right, guys, we're going to Jason's for the game this week. It's going to be dark, musty, and cramped, but we got this. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Man, I totally forgot you got a new show home.
Yeah, we moved in a few months ago. Wait, where'd everyone go?
This snack table is huge!
I can't tell if I'm inside or outside. Oh yeah, that's fresh.
Get a show home, they said. All of your friends will want to come over to the game, they said.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Find your dream vehicle during the Jeep Adventure Days right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Millsboro. Scan this QR code to receive your exclusive offer. This month, you could get 10% off of the MSRP of a 2023 Jeep Wrangler 4xe plug-in hybrid. You'll also receive our Preston for Life lifetime engine guarantee. Shop our entire inventory online and enjoy the convenience of home delivery. So join us during the Jeep Adventure Days right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. And remember, cars cost less with Preston.
Get live radar and severe weather alerts. Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app. Brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Restless nights will leave you tired all day, but a new mattress will revitalize your health. And Johnny Janosic is your one-stop mattress superstore. We have 19 mattresses under $1399.95. Shop Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
Happy Halloween weekend. The grand finale to spooky season is starting tonight. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us where to find both your favorite Halloween monsters and candy this weekend.
We have officially reached what is known as Halloween weekend, so have your costumes at the ready. The Sea Witch Festival is in its 33rd year. From horses on the beach to dogs in a costume parade, the weekend is jam-packed with festive fun. The Sea Witch Snapper is this year's mascot. Wicked Weekend is coming to Milton Memorial Park from 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday. You can enjoy pumpkin painting, games, and a haunted walk and fantasy trail hosted by the Chamber of Commerce. And speaking of fantasy trails, the Cape and Lopin State Park will transform into one for the whole weekend. Kids can wear their costumes and follow the jack-o'-lantern lined trail to meet storybook characters and collect sweet treats. Another event to dress up for is the Delaware Renaissance Fair. It opens this weekend with Halloween-themed activities, trick-or-treating, a costume contest, sword fighting, interactive shows, and what may appear to be unicorn rides. Shellville will be open Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. for its beer and wine festival, the Wicked Brew Bash. There are several trunk-or-treat events running this weekend, including at First State Chevrolet's, which benefits the Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition on Saturday, Berlin's in Stephen Decatur Park, and in Seaford at the Cross Christian Church and Academy. Then on Sunday at Hudson Fields. It's a whole trail of treats at Evans Park in Millville on Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is inviting all Franken fruits and vegetables out this Saturday with a costume contest for customers and vendors. Ocean City Parks and Recreation is hosting a Halloween spook out on Sunday with hay rides and a costume parade. The Ocean View Police Department's Cops and Goblins event is on Sunday in John West Park. There's prizes for the best cop, goblin, and overall costumes. The Delaware State Police 100th Anniversary 5K at the Starboard and Dewey Beach Sunday morning benefits Camp Barnes. And meanwhile, it's the Ocean City Running Festival on Saturday, which also has a costume contest, a race expo, and vendors. While you're in town, starting Sunday is the Ocean City Resort Gift Expo at the Convention Center. Shop souvenirs and travel savings. Some of us from Coast TV News will be in the Sea Witch Parade passing out candy on Saturday. For more fall fun and festive Halloween-themed events, head over to our website and click on Cool Things to Do in the Features drop-down menu.
Like Mallory just said, Halloween night is coming up. Many of our coastal towns have different hours to dress up and collect candy. Milton's night of trick-or-treating is on Halloween from 6 to 8 p.m. In Lewis, trick-or-treating is from 4:30 to 8 p.m. on Kings Highway. In Rehoboth, there will be trick-or-treating off the street at all 3 Tanger outlet centers. Kids under 12 years old can participate from 5 to 7 p.m. And Dewey Beach, trick-or-treating and haunted zombie bonfire and graveyard. Sounds spooky. It's set for tonight on Dickinson Street. An update on a story we have been covering in Milton about housing development plans that yesterday received preliminary approval. Twin masts is proposed to be built off Round Pole Bridge Road and Route 1. The plans reviewed currently call to build close to 250 homes in the area. Neighbors have voiced concerns with the project, including traffic and its close proximity to the Hudson Fields Airport.
Need County Council to focus on those 5 initiatives, get those amendments, get that forest preservation ordinance written so that we can have growth that's responsible.
The Sussex County Planning and Zoning Commission approved the preliminary plans on multiple conditions like road improvements and informing buyers of the nearby airstrip. Toyota is recalling more than 750,000 Highlander SUVs, including hybrid versions, because of a bumper issue. Toyota says a minor impact could cause mounting tabs to detach, causing parts to fall off and create a driving hazard on the road. The recall includes Highlanders from the years 2020 to 2023. Toyota says it will notify affected owners directly by late December. In the meantime, you can search online to see if your car is part of the recall. Join us here on Coast TV News on Coast TV to watch Sunday Night Football. This Sunday, it's the Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Coverage is going to start at 7 p.m. and then right after the game, we've got your hyper-local Coast TV News to get you ready for your work week as usual. Still ahead on Coast TV News at 11, rows upon rows of lavender. Look how beautiful in Milton are being sold. what plans the buyer has for the iconic farm. That's next. Stay tuned.
Wow! But I thought you were getting a used car.
This is BMW certified.
I thought you weren't having the annual party this year. Hey, why BMW certified?
It's backed by a BMW certified warranty. Here's 100% genuine BMW parts. 360-degree vehicle inspection.
There's used, there's certified, and then there's BMW certified.
Test drive a BMW certified vehicle at IG Burton BMW in Milford.
Most new Delaware homeowners never had a crawl space and might not know about sump pumps or dehumidifiers. Your sump pump may be old, and do you know how or if it operates? And dehumidifiers from big box stores are simply not rated for crawl spaces. Call Brazier's. Our friendly staff will inspect and test your system. That old sump pump, replaced, including a necessary alarm. And now a dehumidifier that actually handles the job. Call Brazier's today and get your crawl space updated by the experts.
Thinking about upgrading your bath or shower? Bath by Spice Brothers is making it easy with a limited time offer.
Right now, receive $1,000 off your new shower or bath. Save 50% off installation, plus 0% financing with no payments until 2025.
Choose your favorite style and color, and it can be installed in as little as 1 day.
Have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty and factory certified 5-star installation guaranteed.
So before you sign, keep Bath by Spice Brothers in mind.
You can start your day wanting an all-natural pregnancy and end it wanting an epidural. It's called being human. A human who takes care of their eyes, then stares at their phone, who embraces self-care and believes beauty is worth some pain. So go ahead and do your 10-step skincare routine and make the 11th sun. Teach your kids that aging is beautiful while trying to prevent it. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And now get your flu shot with easy scheduling, fast appointments, plus walk-ins available daily.
Take a bite out of high car payments during the monster sale at Pohanka Toyota. Have no fear about switching to an electric in a new BZ4X at 1.9% financing for 48 months. New Tacoma pickups at 2.9% and Corolla and RAV4 at 3.99%. Plus, Pohanka Toyota will give you a monstrous offer for complimentary maintenance on new and pre-owned vehicles. So, don't be left out in the dark. Get to the monster sale at Pohanka Toyota in Salisbury.
A look from above at the 5 acres that make up Lavender Fields in Milton. The farm that recently went up for sale was bought just as quickly before any potential buyers could weigh in. As CoastTV News reporter Tori Seagrave shows us, the new owner of the property is eager to keep a piece of Milton from development.
If you take in a deep breath, you can almost smell the lavender. Kate Speaker-Gee walks through the aromatic rose with her son Ryder. The new owner of the Lavender Fields in Milton says she bought the property when she was given a sign from her unborn child.
When I came out here and I saw my son running around and I saw the butterflies, I said to myself, that's Tallulah June, and she's led me here. The goal and my drive in making it accessible to everybody is I want them to feel the magic of it.
Speaker-Gee intends to keep the fields just as they are, including the store with homemade lavender lip balms to the labyrinth for wandering, while adding new events to bring the community together. Most importantly, she hopes to create a safe space for others grieving from loss. John Heckel, who was also just a boy when his family came to live here in 1972, says the change to his childhood home has been for the better.
I can't stress how rural this area was then. Cows everywhere, fields and fields. And to see it transition over the years, really very cool.
Marie Mayer, who just sold the property and was the first to make soaps with the lavender here, was ready to pass on the land after her wife passed from cancer.
I'm really happy that it's worked out this way. It's just an answer to a dream that the farm continues to be open to the public.
A serene spot in Milton that will continue for generations to come.
The owners of the Lavender Fields tell me that during this transition of ownership, the fields will remain open, and that is every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm Tori Seagraves in Milton, CoastTV News.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. In our game of the night, we have a Henlopen battle between Sussex Central and Dover. This matchup was split last year with the Golden Knights taking the regular season and Dover winning in the opening round of the playoffs. Sussex Central is 5-2 and going for their third straight win tonight. In 3 games this season, the defense has given up 7 points or less. 2022 All-District DN Kevon Moore-Brittle is also leading the team in rushing yards and touchdowns, and fullback Malik Bell will bring a boost to the Golden Knights as he is returning to the lineup after being injured. Now to the home team, Dover. The undefeated Senators haven't allowed more than 20 points in any game this year. Dover will look to defensive end Michael Stevenson to continue to make an impact. On offense, running back John Parker has replaced injured Jaquan Kilby the last few weeks and scored 4 touchdowns, including the game winner against Smyrna last week. And you can watch that game live on the Delmarva Sports Network at 7 p.m. Then check out highlights, post-game interviews, and so much more from football games across the peninsula on the Final Score tonight at 11. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Queen Reba is here.
Off with this head!
New car shopping can make you feel like a mind-numbed zombie, and then comes the sticker shock. To avoid sticker shock, come to the car store now with hundreds of quality pre-owned cars and trucks, all with best-in-market pricing. Don't be a mind-numbed zombie. Get to the car store now, thecarstoreonline.com.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
At the Preston Automotive Group, we believe a coach can have an important impact on their players' lives. And that's why we teamed up with DSN to present the Coach Who Makes a Difference Award.
Coach in your community, Preston Automotive here will donate $500 to that community.
At the end of this year, we will choose 3 of these coaches and award their programs with additional donation.
If you want to nominate your coach, just go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com and click on the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network and the Preston Automotive Group, together highlighting coaches who make a difference in our community.
Floors that slope, creak, bounce, or sag could indicate larger structural issues that might have extreme consequences. While a cheap fix may seem enticing, what you really need are engineered principles, guaranteed workmanship, and the best materials. And that all starts with a solid foundation. For a thorough inspection, a detailed scope of work, and a structural solution that'll stand the test of time, call FLC. For more information on FLC Energy, visit DelmarvaExperts.com.
100.9% classic country plays real country.
The closer you get, the further I fall. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
2 to 100.9% classic country, or download the app to listen anywhere.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Trucktober continues with an end-of-month Trucktober blowout. We've cranked up the savings even more, so you can drive away today in a quality pre-owned truck that's new to you, with everything you want except that new truck sticker price. Trucktober end-of-month blowout going on now. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
All right, it might be a little early to talk about Christmas, but Rehoboth Beach doesn't think so. The Rehoboth Beach Bandstand shared the city's Christmas tree lighting is on November 24th this year. It starts with holiday music, a sing-along with Clear Space Theater, and then the lighting at 7 p.m. This is going to be at the bandstand.
It's never too soon to talk about those Christmas lights going up and the Christmas trees going up. I mean, in a few days, it's time to start listening to that Christmas music. Not yet, but after Halloween. Day after Halloween. All right, well, this evening we've got some CoastTV umbrella giveaway winners to talk about. We don't have any rain coming up until likely, well, Halloween, really. But this evening's winner, Terry Graham from Salisbury, Maryland, congratulations. Certainly going to need that umbrella once we head towards Halloween. If you're taking your kids out trick-or-treating on Halloween, you're going to be dealing with a bit of wet weather. And then also on Wednesday, still seeing that lingering rain as temperatures turn much cooler. Highs only going to be in the low to mid-50s each of those days. But until then, our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast shows some very warm weather continuing for the next few days. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. So get outside and enjoy it if you like those warmer temps. If you like the cooler temps, well, Halloween is what you're going to like. We're going to stay in the mid-50s through Thursday. Overnight lows, take a look at that, down at 34 degrees. Some of the cooler spots will fall below freezing for the first time since last spring. We do warm back up, but also don't forget, we fall back 1 hour just next weekend.
Joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We're going to see you tomorrow evening for Coast TV News at 6. Until then, have a great night.